Welcome back. The twists and turns in the Pune horror case continue to shock the entire nation. Murkier details are coming out day by day. According to the investigation, 14 phone calls were made between Vishal Agarwal, the father of the minor accused, and Dr. Ajay Taware on 19th May after the incident. This comes after Dr. Taware admitted to receiving a call from a public representative. Allegedly, NCP MLA Sunil Tingre to tamper with the blood samples of the juvenile. NCP Chief Ajay Taware has attempted to nip the controversy in the bud and has claimed that he never asked or put pressure on any officer to cover up any wrongdoings.
पण उद्या पत्रकार म्हणून एखाद्याने माहिती दिली की अजित पवार इथं हे घडलेलं आहे आणि तुम्ही पालकमंत्री असणाऱ्या ठिकाणी घडलेलं आहे तर आम्हाला ती बातमी आल्यावर आम्ही शहरातला असेल पुण्याचं तर पुणे आयुक्ताला सांगतो पिंपरी चिंचवडचं असेल तर पिंपरी चिंचवड आयुक्ताला सांगतो कारण तेच प्रमुख आहे त्याच्यामुळं माझ्या कानावर आल्यानंतर मी सांगितलं याच्यामध्ये मी कुणाला पाठीशी घाला असतं तर माझ्या कोणी तोंडातनं पण येत नाही उलट कधी कधी मी म्हणतो तिथं अजित पवार जरी दोषी असेल तर त्याच्यावर कारवाई करा हे माझे शब्द असतात नाही त्याच्यावर मी त्यांना म्हटलं की कुणाच्याही राजकीय दबावाला तरी बळी पडू नका श्रीमंताच्या घरातली मुलाकडनं घडलेली घटना आहे कसल्याही प्रकारचं वेगळ्या प्रकारचा दबाव येण्याची शक्यता नाकारता येत नाही.
Maharashtra Congress Chief Nana Patole has made an allegation in the case, claiming that the son of an MLA was also in the Porsche at the time of the accident.
उतरणारी लोक तर दोन होती ते कोण होती तेही समोर आलं पाहिजे खूप साऱ्या गोष्टी लपलेल्या आहेत त्याच्यात त्याच्यामुळे एक मंत्री कोण आहे त्यांनी अध्यक्ष बनवण्यासाठी पत्र दिलं कोण आमदार होता त्याचं नाव पुढे आलं पाहिजे ही भूमिका आमची आहे त्यामुळे सरकारने पुढे येऊन मग हे रक्ताचे नमुने बदलवणं वगैरे हे सगळाच खुलासा सरकारने केला पाहिजे.
And as the probe into the Pune Porsche horror case continues, the Juvenile Justice Board is now under the scanner. Out of the 3 members, 2 of them are going to be probed by a 5-member committee that was formed by the Deputy Commissioner of Women and Child Development Department. The committee will examine whether the legal provisions were followed in the case and submit the details of the report along with remarks by the government to the government by next week. Dr. Ellen Dhanwade, one of the members of the JJB, appointed by the government who had earlier granted bail to the minor accused, will be probed. I'm being joined at this point by my colleague Abhishek. Abhishek, this political, bureaucratic, medical nexus just seems to get murkier. Abhishek, if you can hear me. Abhishek, this entire bureaucratic, political, medical nexus just seems to be getting murkier each day. Questions around what about the 14 phone calls that were made to the to the doctor? How was it made? What about so many missed calls apparently on the MLA's phone? What is this is getting so murky each day with the political nexus?
See, there are many developments as to the case, as the investigation in all angle proceeds. Police is investigating the case. There are 3 FIRs registered. On the other side, we have 2 government committee being set up. One against those doctors and one against the member who passed that order that despite of heinous crime, that minor was given bail. Though there was a review petition and now he is behind the rehabilitation home. And at the same time, politics is at its peak, wherein Congress is demanding CBI probe, and at the same time, the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister are defending Pune Police and assuring that no stone will be left unturned in this entire matter. and we are committed to deliver justice to those two precious lives which are lost. But, you know, it's been now more than 2 days. Our Commissioner of Police, Amitesh Kumar, is not addressing the media as he used to do it earlier. And that also raises certain questions, because there are many questions which are unanswered and we want to ask him at this given point of time. One is definitely whether there was involvement of the NCP MLA in the entire matter, though he has agreed to the fact that yes, he was present on the day of the incident in the police station. That's what he can confirm. But other than that, there are many revelations through sources that he had certain involvement, but that needs to be confirmed by the police through its investigation, which is pending. And also the way conspiracy was planned between the father and the doctor, you know, the 14 phone calls that clearly exposes a conspiracy to manipulate the entire blood sample from someone else is right in front of you after the investigation. And it definitely proves the point that there are many loopholes in this case which are yet to be answered, and politics, it's at its peak in the entire case. Back to you.
Abhishek, thank you very much for giving us those details. In fact, to hold politicians to account, we have Krishna Hegde right now as the spokesperson for Shiv Sena, as well as Kishore Tiwari, who's a spokesperson for Shiv Sena of the UBT faction. I'm also being joined by Arvind Kumar Jain, a retired senior IPS officer. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining us. Krishna Hegde, to you first. This is hugely embarrassing. Two questions to you. One, I mean, embarrassing is the least really to say. But one, how can the CM and the deputy CM directly back the police? I mean, lapses after lapses after lapses after lapses. Of course, officials have been suspended or shunted. Fair enough, that has to be done. But despite all of these things which have been uncovered, and the Times sting, which clearly showed about how pizzas were being given and the reason behind it as well, how can a chief minister and a deputy chief minister outrightly back its police when there are lapses after lapses in the public forum?
Sneha, firstly, let me tell you that there were no pizzas or burgers which were distributed in the police station. This is just a fallacy. It's a rumor. No one gives burgers and pizzas to
Okay,
culprits.
let me hold it right there. The police commissioner has not said that. In fact, the sting operation had a police official in uniform tell that very clearly to the Times network that they had given pizzas and burgers only because dal chawal was not available and vada pav was not available after 11 o'clock. We are not cooking up these stories. I am not cooking up the story. None of the journalists is. Your own police official in khaki spoke that on camera, sir.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's put it on record or he's just speaking off the record, but I must tell you one thing. The Honorable CM has assured that the law will be equal for both the rich and the poor. The Honorable Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis ji was at the police station, and whatever lacuna that was there in the case was taken off on the first day and erased. You saw that Devendra Fadnavis ji himself was there in the police station. The RCM, Eknath Shinde ji, also spoke to the police commissioner. They said that the law should take its course and no one should be spared. And after that, if you see that the blood samples which are tampered, the doctors are in jail, the boy is back in remand home, the father of the boy is in jail, the grandfather of the boy is in jail. There are two committees formed to investigate both the board member who gave the judgment in the wrong judgment in the first place, and also the negligence of the doctors is being probed. So everywhere the government has gone up. Regarding push the ante. So secondly, you said that why are we backing the police? Now I admit that there was a lacuna in the system in the first place, but you have to see that Amitesh Kumar, when he came in as the police commissioner of Pune, he came in and he did a good job. He cleared Pune of all the goons and the rowdies, and the police were doing a good job. So for one instance, you cannot catch up a police commissioner. However, said and done, both
So this
are
is not
deputy
just
chief ministers.
one instance. May I just humbly put this? There was another person on Mirror Now itself who just said how he went to police station. In fact, this very police station where this case emerged, he went day after day after day after day to get his complaint filed. In an accident, but the police did not take that report at all. But I have given you time to speak, sir. Let me get in Kishore Tiwari. You've heard, Mr. Kishore Tiwari, you've heard what Krishna Hegde has said. He has said the police has fixed the lacunas on day one. Do you take that?
No, Krishna Hegde unfortunately protecting the police walas and the excise department. All are hostile corruption. Even Sassoon administration also. It has been proven. It has been proven that there is a mismanagement and hostile corruption at all level. But let me speak the Vishal Agrawal, who runs a Brahma Builder, has got a close connection with Ajit Pawar in his relative. The Brahma Builder has a record of taking the law into the hand. And Brahma Builder Vishal Agrawal has literally managed to destroy the evidences. And now Krishna says that the correction has been done. If the blood sample has been removed, the police has literally allowed to the cover up the case. I think the sensitivity lies with the Home Minister and Deputy Home Minister both. Ajit Pawar, whose MLA is directly involved, his son was there in the car. He managed to get rid of his son crime. I demand. I do not want to make it political, but Amitesh Kumar should be sacked, and the Devendra Fadnavis should take a responsibility and step down as a Home Minister of Maharashtra, so that the
Okay.
message will go.
Okay.
That message
Okay.
will go that such things cannot be managed by politicians and corrupt officers. I sincerely, the outrage of the people,
Okay.
and cover up and
No,
larger
fair
cover up
point,
from
sir.
the mirror now
We
has
also have
brought this
Arvind
thing.
Kumar Jain waiting. Arvind Kumar Jain, I request you patience a minute more. Let me just quickly go across to Krishna Hegde, take 30 seconds of his response and come right back to you. Mr. Krishna Hegde, you heard what Kishore Tiwari has spoken. Mr. Krishna Hegde, I give you 40 seconds. Do you want to respond to what he has said? Particularly, I mean, how do you even give a clean sheet or back a police when there is a political high-handedness right possibly at play? You're not even allowing a probe to be fulfilled. For a probe to be finished, there's a strong connect in this case with the MLA Tingre, and yet you're not even waiting for the probe, you're already backing your police. This case is going downhill.
We are not backing the culprits. Everyone has been fixed, whether it is the board member, whether it's the doctors, whether it is the culprit, whether it's his father, whether it's grandfather. Now Mr. Tiwari, my friend, is saying Devendra Fadnavis should step down. Why should he step down? Devendra Fadnavis ji is the person who went to the police commissionerate, sat down the whole day and fixed the system. Ajit Pawar is the person who said that we will not let the rich escape. It is the CM Eknath Shinde ji who said that the law is
Allow me,
equal for
sir.
both the rich and the
When this
poor.
incident happened, it was there in the media. We got to know this almost 24 hours later. If this had to be fixed before it coming to the media, he should have reached the police station the night it happened. It did not happen that way, sir. It was the MLA who went there and made the calls to see what was happening. The system was not fixed before it became the subject of public outcry. So that is a delusion we are not going to buy in. But Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain, if I can come to you. Sir, let me just go across to Arvind Kumar Jain. He's a retired top cop. He's waiting to speak. Arvind Kumar Jain, when you look at the case unfold right now with the years of experience, and of course, political police nexus is not new. But if at all there has been political high-handedness which seems to be coming up, there are angles to this coming up, the extent has to be established. Is there a way to even prove this?
Naturally, during investigation, all these lapses, they have to be recorded. They have to be recorded and produced before a judicial magistrate. The blood sample naturally was discarded. Second blood sample did not have traces of alcohol because it was taken almost 14 to 15 hours after the incident. So naturally, there will be no trace of alcohol. Initially, the case was washed up by Yarwada police, by police. But I think after involvement of police commissioner and other senior officers, things are on the right track. And now what is to be done is that whatever action is possible against the culprits, it should be taken. Court will also realize that a blood sample has been destroyed, has been dumped in a dustbin. Action has been taken against doctors. After the initial watch-up, I think Pune police is on the right track. They are taking action against people. 3 cases have been registered, and policemen have also been suspended because it was the duty of the SHO and the night officer, duty officer, to inform control room at once regarding death of 2 IT professionals. Even DCP, who was on round, he was saying on one of the channels that he was on night patrolling that night, and he should have been informed and he would have reached. I think senior officers were deliberately not informed so that they don't come to know of it and they don't order action. So initial phases, I can say that there was watch up. I don't know about political involvement.
Okay.
Political involvement is naturally there because the MCP, MLA.
Sure. No,
reached
you've made
police
important
station.
points, and that was important to get perspective. Arvind Kumar Jain, you've also made a very important point that possibly the senior officials were not involved deliberately. And Krishna Hegde, I just about have 2 minutes left. My last question to you, if at all this is true, that senior officials were deliberately not involved in the initial few hours, which is what really unfolds in terms of facts. Could this be also because there was an MLA who was repeatedly calling the police and the doctors and the other officials to see what was happening?
Yeah, the MLA has clearly said that he went to the police station because people of his constituency told him that there was a major accident on the street. And so as an elected representative, he went to the police station.
So when the police
Now,
cannot be trusted in this, how can an MLA be trusted, sir? Is there a probe against him? Has a case against him been registered? Is a preliminary probe against him being ordered? How
So
can
you
we
cannot
trust the MLA?
register-
He can be saying anything.
No, Sneha, how can you register a probe or a case against an MLA just because he went to the police station? People ask us as MLAs to come to the police station all the time, and they ask us to come give the recommendation letters.
So tell me
we cannot
something,
say
sir.
no
If you
to
want us to
anybody.
trust him and we choose not to trust him,
but-
is there a way to prove
No,
that he
no,
is not involved? My simple
No, but
question,
I am not-
because I
but
don't
I am
have
not
time. Is
defending-
there a way to
No.
prove his innocence?
Yeah, you can check his call records. If you think that he has made calls everywhere, then you ask him why he's made the calls. Here, the calls have been made
I don't
to
need
the
to check.
doctor
That's
from
my
the
point.
culprit's father.
That's
It's
my
not
point.
made from the MLA.
Is a probe being ordered into this, sir? That's my very point.
No, obviously the
Is
police
his
may
call
already
records being checked? Is a probe being
police-
ordered into him?
No, the police must already be knowing the facts. See, the important thing is my heart goes out to the people, the 2 software engineers who lost their lives and their families. And we have to give them justice. And the government is committed to give them justice, and we will give them justice. And that is why this probe is taking place, and the accused
All
are
right.
in jail.
Okay, we're totally out of
What
time,
more
sir.
can we want them about? We
All
have
right,
to put them in jail. We have put them in jail.
No, I think there's lots more to do, particularly to ensure that a very strong messaging goes out with respect to tampering of evidence,
and I
botching
must
up
also
of case,
thank you.
and to ensure that there is proof that there has not been any political involvement. And the onus is on the ruling party and the police to ensure that that message goes out. Clearly, that aspect of the message is not strong enough at this point. But Mr. Krishna Hegde, Kishore Tiwari and Arvind Kumar Jain, thank you very much for joining us. We're totally out of time, sir. We're totally out of time.
Thank you.
It's time for a very short break.